Hey there, welcome to episode 4 of Driving Myself Crazy. These aren't necessarily going to continue to be daily in the future, that's just how it's turning out at the moment. But speaking of yesterday's video, which I kind of was, because I was saying that this has been daily, and so therefore there was a video yesterday. What did we learn from that? Well, what we learned is I really shouldn't be recording while I'm on the freeway, because the sound of the engine plus the extra vibration to the dashboard mount for a camera, not necessarily great. You could still hear me because I have a ridiculously booming and loud and projecting voice, but it still reduced the quality even further than I had become accustomed to. So, we're not doing that anymore. Surface streets it is. And what brings me out on the surface streets today, you might ask? Well, a couple of things. First, a compulsion. That's weird. My camera just suddenly stopped. I must have jostled something. Or the battery's dying, or I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience using the video feature on this camera. Video feature on this phone. Camera thingy. As I was saying, a compulsion. I do a lot of thrift store shopping. This is a thing that happens. And today, I got it into my head that I could not stand looking at my DVDs on the bookshelf anymore, because a bookshelf is for books, thus the name. And I had to go out and buy one of those DVD tower things before I went completely insane. Unfortunately, I did not find one. Insanity is still a possible outcome here. I went to 3 different ones, and I kept finding towers for CDs, but nothing that's sized for a DVD. I even eventually broke down and went to Fred Meyer. I don't know if that's a national chain or not. If you're not local and you're watching this and you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, it's just sort of a general store, drugstore, department store, kind of like a, nicer Walmart, I guess. Anyway, I went to a Fred Meyer, and I asked them if they had any DVD towers, and they said, "Oh, sure," and led me over to these nice wooden shelves for DVDs. They were like $60, and I didn't have the heart to tell the guy, no, really, what I'm looking for is one of those cheap jack pieces of plastic that look like they're going to fall apart as soon as you look at them. And that there was no way in hell I was going to pay $60, compulsion or no. The other reason that I am about on the road today is because I needed to buy some food. Just for tonight, mainly. I'm running low on groceries, having a friend over for dinner, need something to actually feed her. So my first thought was that I would go to CostCo on the day before Thanksgiving, because nothing could possibly go wrong with that plan. When I first walked in, I looked over at where the lines were and thought, oh, that doesn't look so bad, and wandered around, figured out what I wanted. I had a few things on my shopping list, but when I got back to the front of the store, I could see that the lines had been kind of hidden deceptively, like at Disneyland. So I ended up walking out of there with nothing but an anxiety attack. You might be wondering why I went to Costco in the first place. Simple reason. Thanksgiving. Costco has these pumpkin pies that are, I hate to admit this, my favorite pumpkin pies. They are just the right blend of natural tasting and sticky, sweet, artificial tasting. It just hits that, if you'll pardon the expression, sweet spot right in the middle of those two, and they're my favorite things, and they're about as big as a manhole cover. So I don't get them unless, there's going to be a ton of other people helping me eat them, which, hey, Thanksgiving, that describes that. But sadly, no Costco pumpkin pie for me this year. I'll have to learn to live without it. Instead, I'm going to Trader Joe's, which is where I should have gone in the first place. It was a little crazy in there, too, because, again, day before Thanksgiving. Who shops on the day before Thanksgiving? Well, everyone, apparently. The lines were pretty bad, too, but they weren't anywhere near as epic as the lines at Trader Joe's. So, okay. I was debating whether I wanted to get a pumpkin pie from there. They had free samples of it, so I tasted it and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's pretty good. And so I bought one of those. and got the food I needed for tonight, and now I am headed home. By the time you see this, it will already be Thanksgiving. I do intend to record one of these tomorrow on my way down to my sister's house in Olympia for Thanksgiving. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how long that is. As tempted as I might be to just simply do the whole of Alice's Restaurant from memory, I don't think you want to watch a 20-minute video, and I don't actually have the entire thing memorized. But I'll come up with something that's good and probably Thanksgiving related to talk about. So, yeah. Have a good Thanksgiving. I will see you tomorrow.